Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., the show has an NL East matchup. It's Chinese Taipei and the Washington Nationals. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Josiah Gray.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Makes the catch for the out. One away. Take a look at the lineup. Chris, here's a lineup that's dangerous for multiple reasons.
Boog, I think you've got to pick your poison, if you will. Can't try to worry about the running game, because if you do, it'll take your focus off these hitters and they'll hit the ball over the fence. So I think the smartest thing, go after the hitters, make sure you make great pitches. If you give up some stolen bases, so be it.
Yu Chang now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Strike.
In the air, center field. Call. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
So now the DH spot. Hao-Yu Lee.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. That one ripped right center field. Call. Giving chase. Won't catch this one. It's down for a hit.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
So a man aboard. Next is the speedy first baseman. In there for strike one. Lee off of first with 2 away. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Almost got him. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's the ball.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Inside, almost got him.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. His 13th home run of the season. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Two down, bases empty. Kevin Parada digs in now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Yu-Min Lin. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
C.J. Abrams, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Lynn, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Stone Garrett at the plate now. That's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends one out the opposite way. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Fastball is outside. And it's 1-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings and misses. 2 out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
1-0.
Back to first, and he's safe. And a foul ball. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Runner at second, 2 down. And down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Nationals Park. New inning getting started. And now it's going to be Chen. Gray back to work. On the ground right side. Nunez sends it to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7, second baseman, number 15.
So digging in, Lynn. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And first offering is fouled off.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the rookie right fielder, Sung.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And it's fouled away. Sung getting the start in right, 22 years old, and he's a native of Taiwan. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Brady House. House went deep in his most recent game. In the air, left field. Ramirez on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7, right fielder, Dylan.
Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now here is Nasim Nunez. Tosses to first. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced, so he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Out at third, and that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Leading off, shortstop, number 9.
Up the middle, Abrams on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Stuart Fairchild. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
It's 0-1.
Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Chang in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. That one is gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add on. It's 3-1.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Lee in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Lifted in the air, out to left. Wood sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. on the ground. Oh, great stop. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Stepping in, C.J. Abrams. Ground ball could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. On to first, ow, double play. Just got it there in time.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for Washington. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back in Washington, D.C. On to the 4th. And the batter now, number 39. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. That one hammered center field. That ball's carrying. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And now Kevin Parada. Ripped to short. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Number 25.
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
Now the left fielder, Chen. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And now Lynn. Swing and a foul out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Strike 2. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jose Suarez getting loose out there. Funderburk getting loose as well. Popped in the air. Left field. Wood. He makes the grab. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Sung. Struck out swinging his first time. just missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Two outs. And that is out of play. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. Line drive, and that's just foul. That one just misses.
Outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Oh, that hit him. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fought off foul.
Hit!
Wood, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. To the right side, and foul ball. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Brady House will hit next. Fly to left his first time. And that's downstairs.
That's down. Ball.
And it's 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
On the ground, right side. They get the force, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Washington. They're down 5-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jose Suarez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And now the shortstop, Chang. Grounded out his first time up. And a bunt towards third. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center field runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Now it gets away from Ruiz. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Next pitch is outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yu Chang. He's already homered here in this one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on. Well, these players putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one almost got him. In the air, right field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So now here's the DH. How you Lee. He is singled, and he is flied to left. And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the fifth. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. That's it out.
Now batting, number 39.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That one not close, and the count is 1-2. That one missed. And the sweeper is off the plate. Kevin Parada waits on deck. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
And now Kevin Parada, 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's saved. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jose Suarez out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher now, number 63. He's been so good against lefties. Man at second here with 2 away. Now here is Chen. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Parada stands at second with 2 gone.
One and one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Abrams whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Chinese Taipei lead it 8-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Lynn back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. So up next, Nasim Nunez. Inside move to second. Cruz dives back in safely. There's a strike.
You know, these Nationals, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. That's out to center field. Fairchild makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And now here is Alex Call. Reached on an infield single his first time. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Schwartz makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. The other way. Ramirez makes the play, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Lynn. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Wood on his way over. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now it's going to be Sung. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And it goes just foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Kurt Rundage, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Funderburk, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Chang, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
2 down, nobody on. Fly ball down the line. Wood brings it in for the 3rd out. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Stone Garrett. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
High in the air, out to right. Schwartz. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nathaniel.
Now, Nathaniel Lowe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. The Nationals with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Up the middle. On to first.
He's out of there.
They get him, but it was pretty close.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That's a little bit low. And strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Smoked on the ground to second. Over to Lowe. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, number 22.
So digging in, Yu Chang. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Swings through that one for strike one.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That's not coming back. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 1 out, nobody on. How you lead the next to hit, 1 for 3. He swings and fouls one off. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. Up the middle. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Up now for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Foul ball there. Strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over, and the Nationals gone in order. They trail it big. It's 9-1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Yeah. Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here's the left fielder, Chen. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Parada at second with nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. They get the tag on him, and no throw. He's into first easily.
Now batting, number 15.
Here's the second baseman, Lynn. 0 for 3 in this one. That one pushed to the left and foul.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses in.
No,
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Ramirez around third. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 10-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now at the plate, Sung. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ground ball left side into the outfield, base hit. The throw to third. The tag out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
So a man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Chang. And that one is lifted in the air. Wood turns to the right on the move. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. But they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. The All-Stars have the lead, 10-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Nasim Nunez. Splits the plate, strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Clifford slings it across, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alex Call.
And now up for Washington, Alex Call. 1 for 2. And a strike on the outside edge. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one missing low. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. And that's too high. Ground ball to the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, shortstop C.J.
2 down, base is empty. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball 1 there.
Down.
That's inside.
Nope, ball. 2-0.
Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So a man at first. Next for the Nationals is the DH, Stone Garrett. Now into the game, Lyle Lynn. He takes over behind the plate. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Abrams, the runner at first with 2 gone. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. And a foul ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So 1 left for Washington. So back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Number 62, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Funderburk, a left-hander, also throwing. Up the middle, Nunez. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And here is Yu Chang. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Lee now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll do it. Bottom 9, and here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Lynn back to work.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Fairchild under it. Squeezes it. And there's one away. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Wood stands in now and watches strike 1. The Nats with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information.
Liner, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Ruiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 1. Lynn is just 1 strike away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that is the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
10-1 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.